Every part of the world has its legends, whether they're about elves, genies, or green-suited little bearded men perched at the end of rainbows.
Who else in the leprechaun say yeah?
In North America, one of our local mythological figures is a bipedal, hairy primate that goes by the strange name Bigfoot. But is he real? Here's a look at the bizarre true story of Bigfoot.
Bigfoot, endangered mystery.
From Sasq-ets to Sasquatch. One of the most fascinating parts of Bigfoot mythology is the fact that a tall, hairy, man-like figure plays a key role in the mythologies of numerous North American indigenous peoples. For example, the Lakota believed in a powerful, burly figure they called Chayatonka, or Big Elder Brother. The Cheyenne tribe told tales of an aloof, hairy man named Maximista, while the now familiar term Sasquatch is merely an anglicization of the Native American name Sasq-ets. And right from the moment the first European colonizers arrived in America, legends of Bigfoot have sprung up. In 1604, French navigator Samuel de Champlain ominously described a frightful monster, which the savages call Gugu. In 1811, explorer David Thompson was hiking through the Rockies when he stumbled upon some seriously massive footprints. While an 1884 edition of a British Columbia newspaper called the Daily Colonist reported the capture of a young gorilla-like primate called Jacko. And in 1924, a group of miners in Washington claimed to have been besieged all night long by a troop of hairy apemen in a chasm now known as Ape Canyon. Were any of these reports real? Or were they all just fakes? In at least one instance, we know for sure what the truth was. Birth of a hoax. In 1958, a group of loggers in Northern California found a series of giant footprints. Less than a week later, they reported seeing a 10-foot-tall creature in the woods that had hairy arms and walked like a man. The local Humboldt Times picked up the story, publishing a photo of the cast footprint, with journalist Andrew Gonzoli lending the unknown creature a name that would soon become legendary: Bigfoot. Though 15 workers ended up quitting out of fear, many believed Bigfoot was just a hoax perpetrated by Ray Wallace, a partner in the Granite Logging Company. He angrily denied it, saying, "Who knows anyone foolish enough to ruin their own business?" When he died in 2002, though, his children finally revealed the truth. It had indeed been a prank the whole time. But by that point, America had already been convinced thanks to some compelling new evidence. Pop culture phenomenon. In 1967, Roger Patterson approached his old rodeo buddy Bob Gimlin for the explicit purpose of finding Bigfoot after more giant tracks were found in Northern California. And they allegedly found him, with Patterson filming the whole thing, though many believe the footage to be fake, with costume designer Philip Morris even claiming to have sold Patterson a gorilla suit. Nobody has been able to definitely debunk it, and Gimlin still maintains it was real. Real or not, the footage helped launch a Bigfoot craze that continues to this day, with Bigfoot appearing in TV shows, movies, and commercials ever since.
That's right, sit down.
Bigfoot in the age of science. In recent decades, advancing science has led to all sorts of new attempts to prove Bigfoot's existence. Ron Moorhead and Al Berry, for instance, claim to have recorded several albums of Bigfoot conversations by hiding a microphone in the Sierra Nevada mountains. And in 2012, a veterinarian named Melba S. Ketchum claimed to have discovered Bigfoot DNA, leading her to demand rights for the big-footed beasts, saying, "Government at all levels must recognize them as an indigenous people and immediately protect their human and constitutional rights." Later genetic testing disproved her samples, however, leaving Ketchum deflated. "I'm honestly really disappointed. A world with Bigfoot would be a little softer, a little more fun. But in my world, science is the arbiter of reality."
Can I be a Sasquatch too? La la la.
You already are.
The future of Bigfoot. Despite the preponderance of evidence against the existence of Bigfoot, it's still impossible to prove a negative. And that gives space to the dreamers and the pranksters. In 2008, and again in 2014, a man named Rick Dyer gained headlines by perpetrating 2 unrelated Bigfoot hoaxes. So, why do people continue to buy into these pranks? Because people just like the idea that there might still be some magic part of the world we don't know about. Famed chimpanzee researcher Jane Goodall probably said it best when she explained to NPR why she believes in Bigfoot, saying, "I'm a romantic, so I always wanted that." So instead of trying to prove Bigfoot is fake, Maybe we should just enjoy the myth, keep our eyes on the woods, and have fun telling stories to each other.
And you stay away from those campers, huh? I don't want to see you on YouTube again.
Thanks for watching. Click the grunge icon to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Plus, check out all this cool stuff we know you'll love too.